what is your goal for the next month?
Being sexy. Take this out.
We're gonna want to add some muscle to the legs, and for her body, you see she tends to her hips tend to carry forward, so shift your hips back a little bit. Left shoulder's up a little bit, so I'm gonna bring the shoulders back and that left shoulder down a little bit. Her feet are in a good position, but her knees are collapsing in from the hips probably a little bit, so we'll be working on that. So we want to have a good posture. If we have a good aligned body, that's how we can build strength and in turn build muscle, which burns fat and gets our body into better, healthier shape. Are you excited to go? A lot of people think that stretching helps prepare for the workout, but it actually doesn't help at all. The best thing to do to prepare for a workout is just to do whatever movements you're going to be doing at a lighter weight, maybe a light circuit training. You don't want to burn yourself out too much. Stretching can be good afterwards, but it all posture alignment stuff, because we can't really elongate the muscles by stretching them. When we get ourselves into better line position, we'll become more flexible. So any sort of what is called stretching, which is really postural exercises, should be weaved in throughout the workout and after. We do start sometimes with an anti-rotation exercise, but maybe we'll get into that later. So, for our workout today, we're going to be doing a couple of warm-up sets, and then we're going to get into 4 sets of 8. Set. 45 pounds, we're going for 8 reps. Perfect. A little slower. So when you're starting a new workout, it's very common that people do the wrong exercises and eat the wrong way too. And that can actually be discouraging, because you will tire yourself out, get injured, and you won't see gains. And for somebody that isn't specialized in it and seeing patterns of that in people over time and studying research, it becomes very difficult to see what might be appropriate for the body. But I would say about only 10% of people don't put enough effort into their initial workout plan. More like 90% of people do too much, and probably 30% of those people do way too much, to the point they're putting their body under stress. They don't see changes in their body, and so that's why they give up. So it's really important to have somebody oversee your workout plan if you're not already very specialized in understanding how to change that body to get the goals that you want. All right, she finished her sets. She did 6 sets of 8 reps. At the end, it's always rough. How do you feel, babe?
Feel good.
Feel good. She did good. Ready to go up and weight. See what happens tomorrow. So here we go on the abduction, adduction. This is abduction here. We're pulling our legs out, and we're working neglected areas in the legs, which are the secondary hip flexors, inner and out. And this is a really good way to build leg strength, to build your glutes, and to get the overall shape of your body. Great way to prevent injury and stabilize the back. Our is doing awesome here. We're doing 4 sets of 8. On this exercise, you really want to make sure you squeeze the glutes and press equally, nice and slow on both sides. Squeeze those glutes really tight. They'll then ignite those outside hip flexors. One good tip on this exercise is to lift your toes up. Don't let them fall flat down, because if you do that, you're going to tend to pull your pelvis forward. And if you already have a issue with your pelvis tilting forward, you're going to want to try to press your glutes back against the seat as much as you can and lift those toes. Doing adduction here, and I like to try to get my legs out as far as possible. So she figured out a great method is to use her arms to help bring it together so she can get her legs out further. Now she's holding it together. Just going to release nice and slow and right into adduction. This is great for the secondary hip flexors. It's great for your gait, your walk. When you're walking, it helps combat the damage we do to our bodies posturally from sitting too much over the course of the day, whether it be driving, sitting at our desk, or sitting to eat, or wherever it might be. This is a great way to complement your walking and to stabilize your back. It's very important to keep your hips from tilting too far forward or back on this one. She's getting a nice pain in there. There you go. If you tend to have hips that tilt forward and your knees collapse, which ours has a little bit of that in our posture, a lot of women have that from wearing heels. This is a great way to combat that. It'd be really helpful to do this exercise. Make this a priority if that's a problem. You might even want to start your routine with this one. Right now we're going for 4 sets of 8. She might have gone a little too heavy here. I'm doing too many reps. We're only going 8 reps. Overachiever. And like I said before, it's important. We want to make sure that we don't overdo it, because sometimes we get excited and we feel the flow, but that's when we need to save our energy and make sure that we're going to be recovering correctly and don't burn ourselves or injure ourselves too early. Here we go with the prone leg curl, or the hamstring curl, lying hamstring curl. We're going to go for 4 sets of 8 on this one. And you want to notice how her right foot is actually shifted to the right. Try to move your knees to your other direction. Okay, now we're looking pretty straight. It's really important on this one to see how her right toe wants to point out a little bit. Try to keep her toes straight as possible. It's hard to do. Bring it all the way to your butt. Yeah, there you go. Excellent job. We're working those hamstrings, isolating that huge muscle. Your leg muscles are 70% of your body. And we tend to forget about those muscles that we can't see behind our body. Great stabilizer for the lower back as well. Here we go with the leg extension. We're going to build the quadriceps, the muscles in the front of the leg. These muscles right here. And it's important to keep those toes straight and up. She's doing an excellent job of hands on the bars, pulling their shoulders back and down. Nice and slow on the way down. Breathe in, breathe out, squeeze at the top. This is a great exercise to help combat knee pain, make those legs nice and strong. Maybe the biggest chain of muscles in the body, so it's a great one for burning fat, improving hormones, improving thyroid, all sorts of stuff there. It's a tough one. Might have to go a little lighter here, going for 4 sets of 8. We're nearing the end of our workout, so our legs are getting pretty trashed. We're not doing too much though. Important thing is tomorrow, we want to make sure as soon as we get up to keep moving, stretching, doing a lot of squat pose, butterfly pose. If we have to sit at our desk, giving it up and walking around and bending those knees, getting those muscles moving a little bit. And that'll help combat the soreness that can build up from sitting and getting stiff. Here we are with the lower back / hamstring extension. I've been using these more primarily for the hamstrings. Go nice and slow, let those elbows hang down towards the floor so you can get a good stretch in those hamstrings, which will ignite them on the contraction, concentric part of the movement. Here we are at the stair climber. We're knocking out leg day. We're gonna finish up leg day with about 10 minutes. We're gonna do 10 minutes on the stair climber, and we're gonna try to keep our heart rate at about 140 beats per minute. This is a great way to hammer home some cardio benefits, strong for the lungs at the end of a leg day, a big leg day workout like we did. And then we'll be finished. This is the last thing we're doing today. How do you feel? Tired? At 10 minutes, 140, 150 beats per minute after a long leg day. That's no joke. We got some good heavy breathing, good workout, good results. Excellent job. All right, here we are. The best part of the workout is when we're done. It feels so good. This is what I focus on when I don't feel like working out, is when it's done. How you feeling? Good? Right on.
Tired, but it's fun though.
You feel good now? You better than when you came in?
Yeah.
Thank you to Phoenix Fitness. Awesome gym. Come visit. Come train with us anytime.